Welcome to AStonesThrowAway. Today we'll be doing a little something different. We will be doing all of the air signs. So this is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And this is the full moon reading for the penumbral eclipse in Gemini. And this is November 30th, 2020. Okay? And since it's the full moon reading and it's an eclipse, we're going to be doing it a little bit differently. We're going to be doing a relationship stone casting. I'm going to pull us a overall feel from the Well-Worn Path deck. I'm going to give you a color, and then we're going to do a 6-card oracle reading with my last unicorn tarot deck. Alright? So, first let's give you a color. This is a full moon in Gemini with a Sagittarian sun. It's a penumbral eclipse, so it's not a full eclipse. Lunar eclipses are relationship oriented, which is why we're doing the relationship reading. So full moons are about fruition. It's about bringing things to completion and to fertility. And eclipses bring a cosmic push to make change. In Gemini, it's going to bring an awareness of need, either need for each other or a need that's not being fulfilled. Or a lack of something. Matters are going to come to light. There's going to be a lot of bringing people together or tearing them apart. With the Gemini and Gemini moon and the Sagittarian sun, which this is the second eclipse with that sort of axis, is what they call it. Then it's about balance between the immediate environment and the quest for greater meaning. Gemini's the immediate environment. Sagittarius is that quest for greater meaning. So it's you got to balance those two. You know, you got to have the home life with your, before you go out and slay the dragons. If you don't have the Shire to come back to, how are you going to go off and throw the ring in the volcano in Mordor? Okay, you got to have the Shire to come back to. And dorks are going to understand my reference. If you're not a geek, go watch Lord of the Rings. Okay, and you can't sit on your feelings in this time. Okay. You've got to pay attention to them. There's going to be lots of epiphanies, lots of moving forward. You might be irritable. You might be feeling a little exaggerated. So my big advice right now, with you astrologically speaking, is going to be sleep on it. Don't make any big decisions. And your color, air, is gray, which is balance. Did I just talk about balance? So we've got balance, okay? And this is the Well-Worn Path. It's a beautiful little deck. It's not a full 78 deck. It's not a tarot deck. It's more like a spell deck. Okay, that's what a lot of people use it for. You can also use it as an oracle deck or a meditation deck. We're using it kind of like an oracle deck today. You will see me pulling out my book. I'm not as well versed in this deck as I am in other decks. And remember, this is for my airs. This is for my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians. Okay. And like I said, this is the third eclipse for this. This is the second of 3 eclipses this year in the Gemini-Sagittarian axis. There's also 3 next year. So this year and next year are all about that balance, okay? Because that's crazy, having 3 of those. The next eclipse, by the way, is a solar eclipse. It's a full solar eclipse on the 14th of December. And I'll probably be doing readings for that, too. To schedule that in. Here is our card. It is the Crescent Crowned Goddess. She's lovely and just barely okay for YouTube. They don't like things like, boobies. Let me find her real quick. Like I said, I'm not quite as up on these, so give me just a second. There we go. Meaning. Okay, the matters at hand are going to debate the divine feminine expression. It's the whole versus the parts of our perception. This card calls for us to pay attention to the concept rather than the details. So we're going to be looking at the big picture rather than the little things, okay? Its teaching is to maintain the vision. It calls for us not to let the details deter us from the ultimate goal. This means that you're probably having trouble. Yeah, a lot of people have trouble seeing the forest for the trees. That's what you're having trouble here. You're looking at the trees, you're not seeing the forest. At the core of this reading of this card, focus on things related to womanhood, birth, cycles of life, motherhood, sexuality, and nurture. On a mystical level, the card can also indicate messages, communication from the dead, and oracle forces, powers, and abilities. That is a very powerful card. So, but overall, we're looking at the big picture here, guys. Okay? This is not going to be very details. This is not going to be about details. This is going to be about the big picture. All right? So you with me still, Air? So, as I said, we're going to do a relationship reading. Usually this is going to be the person I'm reading for, and this is going to be their partner. Okay? Everything above is going to be the conscious. Everything below is the subconscious. This is the relationship itself. If it's above the circles, then it's something that's being ignored. If it's below the circles, it's something that's been forgotten, or it's an instinct or a hunch or something that you can't quite put just right on the tip of your tongue, you know. So like these things that are above board, these things that there are things that aren't being told, you know. So without any further ado, let's pull the stones. Okay, I've got my eyes closed, and remember, these are general readings. If it's not jiving with you, go check your partner's element. Remember, water is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Earth is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And fire is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, which I will be doing next. So if your partner is one of those, keep an eye out for that. And sometimes it's just not your time. So, remember, time is fluid when dealing with energies. And it just may not be your reading, you know? Sometimes we're not tapping into the right energies. So, but remember, I also do give personal readings. The information is down below. And personal readings do get a little bit more in depth because I do much better when going with specific questions, I promise. General readings are general. Alright, let's see where the stones take us. Oh, and it flies outside of the reading, by the way, which I forgot this one did. Just forgot to tell you. Then it's a complete surprise. So, where are we going, Air? Your partner is sad, honey. Your partner is bringing a lot of sadness into the relationship. They're very sad. These two are both very sad. And what we need to do, and hopefully what they're doing, because I've been telling everyone to do it for the past 2 weeks, alright? What they need to do is do their shadow work and relax into it. Go with their emotions, okay? You guys, you're having some money problems in your relationship, and even some that you're not talking about, okay? You're having some jealousy that you're bringing into the relationship. You're trying very hard to go with it, but you're also having some issues that are coming up from the past that you're not talking about. You have some money issues that you're not talking about. They have a little bit of jealousy over here that they're not talking about. So you guys need to deal with your jealousy issues. You're both jealous. Why are you both jealous? You've been dealing with household matters, and it feels like that's getting old. You're tired. You need a rest. Yeah, this is the stone of rest, and this is you need to rest. You've been very strong for a very long time. You're about to start getting prickly about it. You've been trying very hard to ignore that, to not be prickly about it. But you're tired, Air. You're very tired. You're feeling put upon about it. And you're very tired of doing it. And beware, there's some old issues, some very, like, so old you thought they were dead and buried issues that are about to come up. This feels like it's coming in. They're about to come up and smack you in the back of the head. You know, like, whap. You know how that goes. Your partner over here, they're dealing with some very old, almost as old as those, but not quite as old. Some old jealousy issues. And it's wrapped up in money. They want to come home. They want to be at home. It feels like they've been traveling a lot and they're tired too. Okay, but they're very, very sad. They are very, very sad, Air. You need to support your partner. I know you're tired. I can feel how tired you are over here. Okay, you both need a vacation. I think everyone needs a vacation at this point. I think I've told everyone that. You guys need a vacation. Even if it's a staycation, even if you don't leave your bedroom, you guys need to just not... You need a vacation in your mind, at least. You guys are very, very tired. Your partner needs to do their shadow work about relationships. They're exhausted. They're bringing so much sorrow into this relationship that it's beginning to affect you. They're very sad. There's clarity that is about to surprise you guys, though. That's what fell out of the relationship. That's what fell out of the board. That's what's coming as a surprise, is clarity. And it's about to pop in and surprise you guys. There's a very big surprise clarity moment coming. You guys are about to have an epiphany. Did I say that about the moon? That the eclipse is bringing an epiphany? Well, here's the epiphany the eclipse is bringing. It's coming. It's coming very soon. So, you guys are going to need to talk. Their partner's going to need support. You need a rest. And you guys need to talk. Just, be gentle. They're very sad. They need to be supportive. You're very tired. Remember your I statements. You're very, very tired. There's 2 pieces of amethyst there. You need a lot of rest. And you both need to remember to go with it, to relax, to chill out a little bit. You're both very high strung, it feels like. Like everything's been building and building and building and building and building and building. That's what it feels like. Okay. And it feels like these aren't small issues that have been building. These are big issues. And you guys just haven't been talking. You need to talk. Oh my God. Is no one communicating anymore? Okay, let's clear this off and we're going to do our 6 card. Well, hold on. Let's make sure there's no other stones that want to talk. Yeah, there are no other stones that want to talk, Air. So, let's clear these off. And let's do our 6 card oracle reading. Move the color cards. They keep falling. I gotta make my own color cards at some point. That's the plan, at least. So, this is my last unicorn tarot deck. Please ignore the glare from the gold. They just kept adding more and more stuff. To be fair, everyone who kickstarted this really, really wanted it. I think they said tarot deck, and all the last unicorn fans said, "Oh yes, God, please." especially when we saw the art for it. And I think it's one of the best purchases I've ever made in my life. Haven't used it much because I don't want to tear it up. How sad is that? I'm going to be using it more for these readings. I tend to use it for relationship readings. It tends to work better for those. So, this is the general oracle spread. This will be your situation, the Four of Cups reversed. Its positive and negative aspects, the Eight of Swords reversed. What can you still do? Should you do anything? Page of Cups reversed. What will happen if you do nothing? Five of coins. What will happen? How will the situation change if you do something? The Ten of Wands. And what is the advice of the Oracle? The Five of Wands. Alright. Four of Cups reversed. You're feeling the need to withdraw and disconnect. There's problems you're trying to avoid, but retreating is not going to solve them and could actually worsen them. If you feel reluctant to open up to another person, consider the impact it will have on your relationship. So you guys are disconnected from each other. You're feeling very disconnected. That's the problem you're having. Okay. The Eight of Swords. And that is upright, I think. Yeah. The Eight of Swords. Negative and positive aspects. You feel trapped, but that's not entirely true. There's a lot of fear and pessimism, and you're overthinking. And these are self-imposed restrictions. You feel like you have no choices. You feel you may have choices you do not like or feel confused by. Seek a new perspective and listen to your innermost self. And it's also the negative aspects. Things may not have worked out well in the past. Your innermost self was your worst critic. Believing you're not capable or worthy. You've already started on the path of self-acceptance, beginning to realize you alone have power over your thoughts and actions. So, you're feeling let's see. What did I read for that one? That's the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is that you feel uninspired and you're juggling a lot of responsibilities. Oh yeah, sorry, it's reversed. So, yeah, you're feeling withdrawn and disconnected. You're also feeling trapped. And like you don't, but it's all you're not trapped. You just don't see a way out. The King of Cups reversed. There's so much emotion in this. So much emotion. And that is, what can you do? Yeah. Practice self-compassion can keep yourself feeling harmonious. Ultimately, you're in charge of your reactions, even if others are testing you. So, you can't control them, you can only control you. Okay? What happens if you do nothing? The Five of Coins. That is upright for once. Something dear to you has been stolen away. Your health, your wealth, your faith, or even yourself. sense of self. Feels you have no one to turn to, which amplifies your loss. You're focusing on the negative, which blinds you to the positive. Swallow your pride in order to reach out to those that could help you. They're not aware of your suffering. Appreciate the good things you have rather than lamenting what you lack. Yeah, remember what you still have instead of what you're lacking. What could happen if you do something? The Ten of Wands. You've taken on additional responsibilities or particularly heavy burden, but your situation is only temporary. Your hard work will pay off in the end, and your dreams are within arm's reach. But be mindful you do not overextend yourself and do everything at once. Prioritize the urgent and ensure you get rest when you're able to. Yeah. So looking at that, it's probably a good idea to do something. What's the advice the Oracle has? The Five of Wands. You're embroiled in a conflict that's stifling your ability to be as successful as you wished. The situation may merely require discussion to clear away any misunderstandings. The key will be to focus less on your competitor's weakness and more on your own strengths, and to avoid obsessing over winning. Well, that's really good advice in a relationship. No one should be winning in a relationship other than you both should win. Focus on your strengths, not their weaknesses. Focus on that you can only control yourself, not them. That's excellent advice. So, if you liked anything I said, if you liked the way I said it, please give me a like, give me a follow, leave me a comment. It's easier to get in tune with your energies whenever I'm communicating with you. And remember, I also do private readings. The information is down below. I hope everyone has a great week, and I'll see y'all later for the weekend for your weekly reading, which I will be doing some of tomorrow. And stay safe, have fun, don't do anything I wouldn't do, and if you do, don't get caught.